beautiful soul tribe, beautiful souls and collective. Welcome back to another reading for you. We're going to be pulling you some tarot cards. We're going to be pulling an oracle deck, reconnecting to our soul self, reconnecting to you as an eternal being of pure, unconditional love. What do you need to hear the most right now? What is your subconscious reflecting for you right now? The Two of Wands. This is all about expansion. This is about your mind expanding. And this is about you gaining more of what you already have. You are gaining more of what you already have created on an internal level. Your reality is going to start expanding because it's a reflection of the inner growth that you've been making internally. The inner growth you've been making internally is confidence, is reassurance. Reassurance from yourself to yourself that you already have everything that you need to expand in the way that you wish to. Whatever that is for you, it's already happening. 1, 2, 3, I just saw. You are already aligned with the expansion that your soul is craving. What your soul craves, you are already opening into. And sometimes that's scary, but sometimes it's nice to know that you're already doing what you are being called or guided to do. Because with the Seven of Swords here coming out, this is like us doubting ourselves in a way that we think, actually, is it? This is about us tapping into those timelines that you are expanding into. Tapping into the timelines that you're already expanding into, but being like, actually, is it though? Is it? What is really meant for me? Questioning what is really meant for me, because maybe it is this. What is it that's this that you're thinking about? But maybe you're like, actually, I'm not sure about that. Is that really meant for me? We have the Justice coming out. This is about things making sense, coming to a rebalance, but in a way that it's like, you know why. You know why things had to happen the way they had to happen. You know why you are here in this place while you're here. And I know why can mean finding one truth of answer. But really, this Justice is about you finding this feeling of things making sense again in a way of why things have to move forward in the way that they are. And this Justice is linked to this Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords is the thing that was creating the illusion or confusion of what is it that's opening? Why is it that the way things are right now? Why are the way things are? Maybe there was things that were going on that's like, why is this happening? What is this for? What is this trying to tell me? But the Justice is what's bringing you all of the answers, and they're coming from within you. Why things are just going to make sense. And they're going to make sense because Queen of Wands. They're going to make sense because it's linked to this Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands. There's something about applying. You're applying. You are downloading new information that you are applying to your reality in a way that this could be actions, but it's more mentally. You're gaining realizations that you're applying them to the energy grids in your mind. You're applying them to the realizations you're having in your mind. And these are the missing pieces that are clearing up this Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Swords, this is, you already have the answers, but then we're thinking, but are they? But is it? Am I just making this up? There's something about friendships. There's something about the triangle, the reflecting, the bouncing. Maybe this is linked into your community or a connection or a relationship, thinking you do know, but then you're not sure if it's just you thinking that, or if that's what's actually happening or going on. Maybe you're thinking, is there something going on with this community, this person? And Spirit's saying, yeah, not to doubt your first intuitive thoughts, because the Ace of Swords is like, right, we have the answers. Now what are we going to do with them? Right, we have the clarity. It makes sense. What are we going to choose to do with it moving forward? And I feel like this is you gaining this massive like inner internal shifting and changing, and you're adding to what you already know. Like I said, you're adding to those grids, you're adding to those realizations, and building up more of an internal world around what you have realized, around what you have acknowledged, around the thought epiphanies that you've been having, or the realizations or the nudges that you've been having, because there's some type of inner nudge here that you've had. There definitely is some type of inner nudge you've had about this Three of Cups energy, which is about connecting with yourself as a fragment through other people. I see like you are growing such an inner love inside of yourself, which is understanding. This understanding that is coming, that already has come, that has shifted your inner world to mirror back a different reality that is now shifting into your outside. But this inner nudge that you've had, what is this? Community, there's a friendship, there's a soul tribe, there's a reflection that's happening. There's a connection that's reflecting a part of yourself back to you that makes you feel interesting. It's interesting because it's unsure, and unsure in a way of, why is that unsure? We have the High Priestess reversed. This can normally be about things that are hidden, things that are unknown. Something that you feel is unknown that you already know. A part of yourself that's reflecting back. There's someone around you who I feel like is holding back some of how they really truly feel. How they really truly feel about Four of Wands reversed. How they truly feel about something that they know is going to happen. They know that this is going to happen. There's someone around you who is reflecting the same energy of you as you, but it's like not met on the surface. So you're both in the energetic realms, knowing things intuitively about one another that are not met on the surface. They have not been connected or communicated. This is like you're feeling the same thing, but you both feel like maybe it's only you. So you're both feeling the same thing, but you feel like, maybe it's only me, or maybe, what, it's like that. There's where the confusion is. There's where the mixing is. So there's someone mirroring you back about something that you feel. And what is it that you feel? Six of Cups. You feel a soul mirroring. You feel a soul connection. You feel this is you reflected out. There's someone reflecting your soul back to you from an inner level, not from the surface, from an inner level. And you both know this, but it's kept in this backroom space because you've had this realization of what this means, but you're not sure what you want to do with that maybe, or they're not sure what they want to do with that. And so it's to do with what they want to build, or what you want to build, or maybe what you already have built. It's like you already know that something's coming, but it really comes down to accepting for some reason. This is about accepting what the universe and your intuition has told you. You are not crazy. You are not crazy. So there's somebody, look at that Knight of Cups, someone who is empathic, someone who does things. This is you and them. This is this person. There's a person around you. Maybe they're just friends. Maybe they're soul tribe. Maybe this is all of things, but they are a reflection of the piece of your soul that does things out of love, that does things to make other people feel comfortable and understood, because you guys understand each other on a soul level. But this is not at the surface yet. Why is it not at the surface yet? You haven't emotionally, energetically connected in the 5D space. You've already connected, but it's separate because you think it's just you, or they think it's just them. But you guys, there's like an unspokenness. There's someone who you've connected with in the 5D that is mirroring back your soul. And maybe they have, it's been not triggering, but with the 7 of Swords here, it's almost as if it's not to the surface. So there's like doubts, because maybe you intuitively know, you intuitively feel this knowing, this information, this connection, this information about this connection with this person. And this is all energetically, this hasn't happened yet. You feel an energetic connection with somebody's soul who reflects back a piece of you. But they reflect back the pieces of you that are kindness and empathic. You are empathically connecting with somebody, or someone's empathically connecting with you, and it's building on an internal level that is going to start aligning in your physical. But I feel like it's confusing in the physical, because some of the things that are or were happening were mirrored, but they felt like a individual experience to both sides. It's exactly the same, mirrored both sides, but it's unknown, or it is known, but it's doubted. Okay, there's a connection about this. We have the Queen of Wands here. This is all about you. Yeah, this is about you being independent. You're holding this energy of confidence and kind of building back your self-worth. And maybe you feel like some of your self-worth got knocked down by this connection because it didn't get mirrored back in the way that you know it is. You know it is, but it didn't get mirrored back in the way that you expected. And so it created a separation, not only in the physical world, but in the astral world as well. In the emotional, energetic space, it became separated because it felt individual. But it's like two bubbles floating apart, but they're mirrored, they're the same, and they're going to join together to create one big bubble. This is like soul work. This is soul connection. This is soul tribe. This is compassion. This is also 3 of Pentacles. When 3 timelines are collaborating together, there's something about the triangle here. There's something about working something out, or something about communication. There's like an aligning through people. There's a yeah, wow, this is crazy. You guys are connecting and reconnecting. You guys are reconnecting with somebody through other people. And the way that I say through other people is that we are all the same souls inside. We are all the same consciousness. And the people on the outside, okay, that aren't this person, are reconnecting your energetic self to this other soul connection through these other people, weaving the energy together internally through what they're saying to you. And what they're saying to you is making connections and realizations that are confirming the connection with this other person. So I hope that that made sense. That will make sense for whoever was supposed to get that message. But it's like the separation came because you both thought, it's like a miscommunication in the 3D realms. But this is from fear. The Seven of Swords is here from the fear that you're the only one who feels this. That you're the only, or that you're making it up. You feel something intuitively. And Spirit says, do not doubt your intuition. And the only reason it's being doubted is because it's not being mirrored, because who's supposed to mirror it was hiding the mirrored energy. Yeah, and that's where the Seven of Swords comes from as well. So it felt like it was just you, because they were not mirroring back the same energy that you know that was there. With the Six of Cups, this could have been due to fear that you don't feel the same. You're both mirroring each other. There's a big mirroring. The Four of Wands is where we gain something on the outside. Something happens in your physical world that you already knew was going to happen because you've already energetically tapped into it happening in the mental realm or in a situation similar to what is going to happen next. Interesting. The Knight of Cups, this is about an expression. The Knight of Cups is about an expression of emotion, an expression of love. It's about giving you love, maybe in ways of compassion, kindness, gestures, but it's a way to reconnect the souls in little ways. This is in little ways, reconnecting the souls. Or maybe that you know this person mirrors you, Six of Cups, because the ways that they go about and act towards people, you can see straight through them, you read them, you know why they're doing certain things. You see through this connection, this person. And who is this person? This is somebody who you had a separation with in the 3D world. This is somebody who you felt emotionally maybe left you. Or this is somebody who maybe you left. This is somebody who you're still connected with in the astral realm, in the 5D space. But you had to go alone. You had to rebuild a connection to yourself in the 3D with this Queen of Wands. Who is this person? The Lovers. Well, it's no coincidence the Lovers came out, because the Lovers is an energy that is the eternal dance. You guys have been eternally dancing together for a while in the energy space and forever. It's the eternal dance of love that moves through people. And that's why the Three of Pentacles is being reflected back through other people, because everything that's happening is not guiding you or leading you to each other, but I feel called to say that. Everything that's happening energetically around you is all connected. It's all connected, and it's all connecting you emotionally back. You're being emotionally connected back to somebody who is mirroring the inside of your soul. We have the Six of Cups and the Lovers. This is beautiful. This is Adam and Eve. This is the divine masculine and divine feminine who are dancing together. Yeah. This energy of pure love is what's opening up for you in your world. And you know why it's opening up? Because you're making this realization that is confirming everything that you already intuitively and energetically tapped into. You know, is what Spirit keeps saying. This connection, this friendship, this past person who was mirroring you, that then it got confused, it got taken away because it got intense and because the soul needed to retreat. But when the soul retreated, the mirror felt like it was only back at yourselves. Like this person felt like it was just them mirroring themselves, and this person felt like it was just them mirroring themselves. But actually you're mirroring each other, and you're being energetically connected back in the black space, in the ethers, in the emotional realms, because there's been emotional healing that's been happening, that's creating more understanding about this connection. And it needed, you guys needed to be separate in the 3D world for a while to reconnect back to the energetic space, to confirm to you that you do feel this energy, that you were right, that your intuition is bang on point, that this is a journey of two souls here to heal each other and to open up more love into the 3D realm, because love is what heals and connects us and all living things. You've had a massive epiphany recently. You've had a massive clarity come to you that has made you see this situation clearly. And with the justice, this is disregarding good and bad. Justice is finally seeing why something had to happen the way that it did. And it's finally seeing why. It's making sense. Everything makes sense now. Everything makes sense. Because the way the energy works is that it's not all based on the physical world. It's not all based on what's been happening for you guys in the physical, whether you were separated, whether you separated and came back together, whether it was in and out. It's like you know why things had to happen the way that they did. That you guys have been mirroring back a part of each other that wants to be reclaimed. This person is a part of yourself that you wish to retie back to yourself. And they're reflecting back a part of yourself, unconditional love. And you are reflecting back a part of themselves that is asking them to be accepted. And now, because of this is how sometimes things can get pushed away, because of shame, because of fear, because of guilt, because of scaredness. Because if you are mirroring back a part of themselves that they have pushed away, they have pushed that away to cope, to survive, to experience. And now you're both asking yourselves to come back into home, to come back into alignment with each other. And this is happening through energetic connection, through aligning in your mind to then realign on the outside realm. So you've both had a massive epiphany. You've both had these big realizations, because once you connect, you open the energy. And once the energy is opened, it needs to be weaved. But for some reason, maybe it was being suppressed by one person, and I feel like it was them. It's this other person was suppressing because ultimately they felt like it was just them. They either felt like it was just them and they were worried about that. I don't think they knew really. This was a shock. This is intense. This is a divine connection. And it's somebody, people come to reflect back parts of ourselves. And so this was deeply healing on a spiritual level. You guys had this work to do. The Six of Pentacles. This is about giving and receiving of energy. You guys exchanging energy. And what energy have you been exchanging or will exchange? You mirror back each other's dark spaces. And because of this, you don't have to feel alone. You mirror back each other's fears. But because you mirror back each other's fears, you both act in the same way and it repels. You guys are like magnets, but you're mirrored. So because you're mirrored, you're bouncing each other back. Until now, you've healed something inside of you, which has made your energy change because you don't mirror back their fears anymore. You have healed the energy inside of yourself that they are trying to work through, and because you've healed that in yourself, they are now able to heal that in themselves on an energetic level. Because the Four of Pentacles is about feeling scared that we're not able to maintain something, we're not able to maintain or a certain level of being or certain expectations, or like we've set a type of standard for ourselves that we feel to ourselves we are trying hard to keep up with. This person created something for themselves, and maybe this was really beautiful on the 3D level. Like maybe they got a lot of recognition, or maybe they got known for something, they were in the spotlight, or maybe it was money and career and success. Maybe it was this version of self that they created for other people that they feel they need to maintain. But it's so hard because in the back realms, in their energetic space, they just feel alone. But they mirror back the same parts of yourself that also felt that way trapped inside. That you're not alone. And you realize like you are not alone. Because you guys are beautiful souls. And you are here this lifetime for reasons beyond what I can even explain to you. You've made massive epiphanies recently on you, your soul, your mission here, why you are here. And you understand that it's bittersweet, but this person is trapped and you came to help free each other, because the way that they mirrored back their fears to you created them within you. They gave you their trauma. And because they gave you your trauma, you had to separate. And as you separated in the physical, not in the astral, you actually healed and transmuted that energy for yourself again. You regenerated. But because we are all one consciousness inside in the black space in the realms, you guys are one soul split out. And so you healing you also healed them. And it's like this realigning is happening because you guys have both rebalanced. And the way that your energy is exchanging now is different because there's an unmasking happening. There's an uncloaking happening. Wow. So I'm going to be pulling a card out of here to end this reading for you guys today. Yeah, this feeling of comfort, this feeling of home and warmth, absolutely beautiful. This feeling of aligned synchronicity. Synchronicities have been so strong between you guys. And it's not just you getting them, and it's not just them getting them. They're mirroring each other. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Yeah, I just feel like this person, they needed this energy in their life, that they felt isolated, that they felt really alone, and they mirrored back a part of your soul deep down, because everyone is a mirror. But laughter and love is the healer. Laughter and love makes us feel not alone. It makes us feel understood, seen. And when we feel understood for who we really are at a soul level, beyond the masks that we present to other people, that's something that is healing instantaneously. It's healing because it's like, thank God, you know, you're not alone back there. You're not alone up there. because you guys feel things very deeply. You're connected into the energetic space. You're walking around in those back rooms of yours, in the mind realm. You're somebody who can go into really, really far out places within the mind and the astral realm. And you guys, you are bringing into reconnection this feeling of supportedness, this feeling of a deep relief. It's a deep relief. It's a deep relief. That's all I can say, because you guys can heal and create lightness into this 3D realm by laughter, by love, and by healing, because you guys can have the most fun together. You guys can make life lighter for each other. And it's because you're healing each other, and not each other in a way that you're healing yourself, but you're healing yourself through what they're reflecting to trigger up within you to be healed. And they're healing themselves through what you trigger up in them and open up in them, that they can then perceive and weave to be healed within themselves too. So this is a divine spiritual journey to help alchemize the energy that you have both absorbed from the collective to then transmute, because you guys are healers of the collective. And so you take on all this energy from the collective to then heal, and you do this through these soulmates. You collect trauma to then be healed by soulmates coming to open up and trigger that wounding, to trigger those big energies that happened in the past, or that you actually feel and heal for the collective, for the inner space. You do so much work you're aware and unaware of for so many people. And playfulness is the thing that is the most powerful, because laughter is the best therapy, like it says. Because you can have fun together, and because you can make life lighter for each other through laughing, through understanding, and through feeling seen. Maybe you guys, this is somebody who makes you feel understood and seen at a level that you thought only you could understand and see yourself. You felt alone because you feel like no one else could see you in the way that you know your inner world, that you know your inner self. And at the point you feel isolated because you can mentally be in spaces that not everyone can access. And this person felt the same. This person felt the same in the way that they felt like no one could really see them. They could only see the mask that they'd created, and the mask that they created was to help other people because they're an empath. They would always put other people before themselves. But this created a separation from their true inner soul self, because they felt like their inner true most soul self wasn't needed, but it is needed. And you came to awaken that in them again, to bring that to the surface so that they can accept themselves wholly and fully. And normally there's a lot of shame and guilt that comes with our true inner soul self, because I feel like this person feels misunderstood, maybe the same way you did, because of the type of being that they are, because of the work they came here to do, because of the way they feel things deeply. Okay? This person and you could have at points really struggled with mental health and depression and just feeling happy in a world that is fake, you know? Feeling happy in a world that you feel so untethered to. But you, through each other, tether each other back to this reality and actually give each other a sense of purpose. And you give each other a sense of purpose through the love that you have and understanding that you give to each other, and how you make each other's souls feel seen. Beautiful. This is where I'm going to leave this reading after I just read you one more quote, you guys. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. The heart is the gateway to the soul. If you could do anything, what would it be? The mind is what kept this connection separated, not the heart. You guys and your hearts were always connected, but it was the mind that blocked the expression of the heart. But just because the mind blocked the expression of the heart doesn't mean the energy was died or dead in the heart. It always existed. It just needed to be released and mirrored back. I love you all so much. I hope you found some clarity within this reading. Take what resonates and what applies, and I will speak to you beautiful souls again very, very soon.